A good Friday to you. It's day 2 of the JA45 Showcase, live from the Titan Fieldhouse in Melbourne, Florida, coming to you from the campus of Eastern Florida State College. Today we got Team Latham versus Team Farringer. I'm Jake Rongholt alongside our color commentator Cole Johnson. We'll be with you throughout the broadcast as the two teams are now setting up, tipping off. We have Latham and the orange jerseys with the black numbers. And we are underway. And Cole, starting us off here, what is the best matchup you're watching for with Latham and Farringer?
I say keep an eye out for Jalen Shaw and Gideon Bazangu. Jalen Shaw, I saw him in warm-ups. He's an excellent rebounder, very, very high motor. And Gideon Bazangu has put up ridiculous numbers at his school over the past couple years.
Bazangu able to get a hold of the first turnover of the game. Putting up his Kotov. No good. Jacobs will take it from half court. Right now we have 40 of the D1 prospects, and the first point of the game goes to Team Latham. We have 45 of the best JUCO basketball players right now displaying their talents in front of 130 Division I coaches today. And that one is an air ball. At the other side from Travis Henson. Sets up for the three and nails it. Cameron Cunningham. Cameron Cunningham on that one. And it's now 5-0 and good start.
Showing absolutely no fear of pulling as Travis Henson, after nailing that three, grabs a quick steal.
Trying to find it is Cunningham now. And a good job there by Henson. Continuing to show off his power early on. 5-0 Team Latham. Mel Horton. And it puts it up in a nice play there by Elton Walker. And using that 6'5" frame.
Way to be there for the tip-in.
7-0, a great start for Team Latham. Showing off some of their talents, and right there with Jamel Horton just a little bit hard on that. And we're gonna have our first foul of the game. Jake Rongholt alongside Cole Johnson on this beautiful Friday morning here at Eastern Florida State College. JA45 Showcase, a good start for Team Latham. They're up 7-0 with 17:45 left. Going for the first three of the day is Farringer. And they're continuing to show their dominance early on, 9-0.
Great play by Cunningham to make sure he got up and grabbed that and tipped and put it right back in the hoop.
Coming out of Daytona State and averaging only 4 points per game. At the 6'6" frame continuing on, 9-0 Team Latham. Farringer has to get on the board and does. Jamel Horton there.
First free throws of the game, and free throws are so important, especially at a Division I level.
Just want to make sure that we have this correctly. Team Farringer is in the orange jerseys, and Team Latham is in the white jerseys with the yellow stripe and green numbers. So Team Farringer off to a great start. Corey Farringer out of Western Nebraska, the head coach. 9-2, has to be pretty impressed with some of the talent already.
Very much so. A lot of these guys are incredible athletes looking to make their mark and take that next step into Division I.
Lee Jacobs coming out of Wilmington, North Carolina to hit his second free throw. Nails back-to-back, and Team Farringer continuing its dominance early on, 11-2. Coaching for Team Latham is Arthur Latham out of Mount Low Junior College. Tries to go inside the lane, past traffic, is Trey Gomillion. Foul is called, and Gomillion will send it inbounds. On off the double team, no. And then another turnover coming up for Team Behringer.
Strong
on the move. Jamel Horton inside the lane and puts it up. 13-2.
Jamel Horton just blew past his man to get the easy deuce.
James Jordan will take it out now for Team Latham. Kotov going against the defense. It'll go out of bounds and back to Team Behringer. And right now, Cole, I mean, how impressed can you be by Behringer's dominance so far? 13-2 run.
Excellent, excellent defensive play. As you saw right there, they just swarmed all over Kotov as soon as he got on the low block.
Jacobs now and shifts it off to Henson. No. Gomillion with the board. Latham trying to get back in this one. Blocked. Blocked and back over to Horton once again.
Can we talk about how great Travis Henson has been on the defensive end already today?
Give credit to Kotov on that one. 3 guys were around him. He grabbed a hold of the board. Inside, tries to go for the dunk. And good defense there by Behringer. Johnny Bernard.
Strong take by Vince Cole.
Well, Vince Cole looked like he was going for the dunk, and then you see Bernard come in.
Making sure he was not going to get put on a poster in that.
Cole will step to the line out of Charleston, South Carolina. First free throw, good. 13-3. Has now cut the lead to 10. We have some subs coming in now. For Latham, it is going to, Bernard's going to come in for, beg your pardon. James Jordan will come out for Team Latham. Cole misses the second free throw. 13-3, Behringer. Lee Jacobs will take it for Team Latham. Behringer. We're to Jalen Shaw, big 6'10" man. Trying to find their shot. Jacobs goes inside the lane. Tries to put the cutter up and good. And a great play. A little baby hook on that play.
Nice
15-3.
Nice little floater by Malik Jacobs. Get in the lane. I liked how patient they were on offense.
Latham has work to do. They're down by 12. Shaw grabs a hold of the board. Here comes Behringer once again. Jacobs over to Henson. No, Shaw tries to fight it off. And a good play there by Gomillion. Ripped that right out of Shaw's hands, Cole.
Yeah, I think in that case, Travis Henson should have just gone right up with it as soon as he grabbed it.
Foul is called as Bernard tries to put it up. And he will go to the line. 15-3, Team Behringer over Team Latham. Keep in mind, they are right now over 130 Division I coaches over the next couple of days are watching these JUCO players. First free throw is good. We'll have a sub now come in for Henson. And it is going to be Elton Walker.
Keep a look out on how that's going to affect Team Behringer on the defensive end.
This is a free throw. And Walker gets a hold of it. 15-4, 14:25 left in the first half. Jacobs will take it, half court for Team Behringer. Tries to get away from the man-to-man defense. Jacobs loses it for a moment. Off the pick. And you can see right now that defense is starting to form here for Team Latham, Cole.
Most definitely, they have been just smothering these guys on.
And a give and go. Just like right into your sentence there.
Right in the middle of my sentence, just proving me wrong.
Nicholas Rene Hutto on that. 17-4.
And a lot of these guys are absolutely incredible athletes. I was watching them during the combine yesterday, and it was just amazing to watch.
The combine was yesterday. Keep in mind we have 3 games today. This is one of the 3. Team Farringer versus Team Latham, and Farringer has been terrific so far, 17-4. But now you can start seeing Latham waking up a little bit. Sets up off his back foot, misses the basket completely, not even the net.
Probably should have got set before he decided to do that step back jumper right there.
And how about Jacobs on that attempted block? And Jacobs will come out. We have another sub now coming in, and it's Horton. Horton out of his head coach is Sean Flynn. Redshirted, went to Holy Cross High School. 13-13 left in the first half. 17-4, Team Farringer over Team Latham. Kotov sets up, 3-point land, good. Got that 17-7, and now they cut it to 10.
I was looking at Kotov's scouting report, and they mentioned him as being a prototypical Euro stretch 4.
First team All-Southern Conference and an academic All-American is Alex Kotov. Comes out of Moscow, Russia.
Definitely an excellent shooter, as we've seen so far.
Kotov will send it in to Gomillion. He's going to take it from half court. Kotov, Gomillion. Ooh. And a foul is called.
The big man showing a little bit of handles right there, which is always an interesting thing. It's always an intriguing aspect of the game for some of these coaches.
And right now you could see Cole. Look at the pushing and the shoving by Shaw and Kotov early on. Kotov sets up one. No. Horton grabs a hold of the board on the run. Going against Gomillion. Sets up for the 3. No good. Sends it back. A great play by Horton. Takes the turnover back to Team Farringer. Inside, look at the ball handling and puts it up.
Nice body control by Ned there. Maybe pretty comfortable. He's playing on his home court, the Eastern Florida State.
And you were able to have a conversation with Ned yesterday. What were you able to find, Cole?
Well, I was able to talk to him about how he felt playing on his home court and how he felt being part of the top 45 JUCO prospects in the country.
Kotov battling with Shaw now. Gomillion loses it, and it goes back to Farringer. Rene Hutto. Now it's a battle for the ball. Nice play by Shaw. Grabs a hold of it, and now it's a loose ball. Picked up by Ned. 19-7, Team Farringer. Ned finds it over to Rene Hutto. No on the 3. 11:20 left to go and counting in the first half. Jake Rongholt, Cole Johnson. Gomillion for the 3. No. Gomillion, now he's coming to life. Grabs a hold of that one and takes it right out of Rene Hutto's hands.
I saw what Rene Hutto was trying to do. He had Ned leaking out.
And puts it up is Devon Thomas. And we got a timeout call. Keep in mind, there are only 2 timeouts in this. Taking one of them. 30 seconds apiece.
2 timeouts per half. And what do you think of the first part of this game?
Exciting. I mean, you could definitely tell why you got all of these Division I coaches out here watching these guys. I mean, these are some of the top prospects that we're watching. And you can just see it. I mean, they're all out there, trying to individually help one another and try and form a team in less than a few days.
When I spoke with Jonathan Ned yesterday, all of these guys met each other for the first time yesterday.
There you go.
It's all about trying to create a cohesive unit in not a lot of time, which is a very important aspect for these coaches to note.
And you're seeing that right now from Corey Farringer's squad, Western Nebraska head coach. And you can see also with Team Latham, like I said, there is a lot of good talent on here. They just need to try and come together as a team. Gomillion comes out for Latham. Horton will take it for Farringer. from half court, 19 to 10. But right now in the last couple of minutes, Cole, Latham is starting to find their footing.
Definitely, I think they got shell-shocked at the beginning of this game. It just looked like Team Farringer was just blitzing them on offense, and they finally kind of got their footing, but we'll see how they respond.
Bernard takes it from half court for Latham. Down by 9. Sets up on the 3. Got it. 19 to 13, and just like that, Cole, they've cut it to 6.
Exactly. Great shot by Johnny Bernard there. Showing off the range.
Latrell Jones took a shot to the jaw. On the move, here comes Latham. Latrell Jones on the move over to Bernard for the 3, and back-to-back for Johnny Bernard out of Maryville, Indiana. 19 to 16, 10 left in the first half.
And you can see as soon as he took that shot and nailed it, a lot of these scouts looked down and started making some notes on their clipboards.
We were starting to make our own notes. Shaw goes past the double team. No, hits the rim. And Bernard takes advantage. Bernard finds it over. Cole loses it. Back over to Latham at Farringer. Rene Hutto will take it for Farringer. Dishes it off to Ned, puts it up off the back foot. Nice play by Jonathan Ned.
Jonathan Ned, as long and rangy as he is, can actually put it on the floor and make something happen for himself, which is really impressive.
21-16, a 5-point game. But give credit to Latham, they have fought back. And Jones takes another hit to the jaw. It looks like this time he's okay.
As you can see, got him open with that small pick and pop, the 1-2 pick and pop right there, over there on the right wing.
And the reason why I kind of like chuckled there for a moment, to the first time they didn't call anything when Jones got hit in the elbow, and then this time he got hit, and they called it, and he hits the first one, 21-17. Joe Jones, Central Florida, averaging nearly 10 points per game. Misses a free throw, it bounces off the left side of the rim.
And that's something that I think a lot of these coaches in the stands are going to be watching. Who can make their free throws, especially late in games?
Henson comes in, and Cameron Cunningham and Malik Jacobs in for Team Farringer. Jones trying to make it 1 for 2. 9:06 to remaining in the first half. Jones misses both of them. And a little frustration there by Jones. He'll come out of the game. It's 1 for 3. James Jordan now comes in. James Jordan out of Detroit, Michigan, 6'5". When he was at Roane State, he averaged 19 points per game. So definitely going to show some offense. And Jordan shows off a little steal and ability. Tries to put up the layup and got it and hit the backboard. His best friend, 21-19, 8:47 to remaining in the first.
Excellent play right there.
Excellent
from
play
Jordan.
In the last 5 minutes. I mean, look how Team Latham has come back in this. 23-19.
Only down by 4 points, but Jonathan Ned making a name for himself in this game today.
Cole's 3 hits the rim. Rebound, here comes Jonathan Ned again on the spin. Over to Jacobs. Puts it off the backboard, puts it in.
Nice way to
Count
hang.
it.
Nice way to hang and hit on that one by Jacobs.
Count it, 25-19, Team Farringer. And right now Latham has to feel pretty confident. They got James Jordan in there helping out this offense.
I think some of these guys are doing a little bit too much dribbling and not enough ball movement.
Jordan back over to Bernard, wide open on the 3, and it is gonna go out. It's gonna go up back over to Rene Hutto for Team Farringer. Farringer past the triple team, and a foul is called.
I think Team Farringer lucked out a little bit, leaving Johnny Bernard wide open on that 3. He's already hit 2 today. And just fell out on that last one.
And Fehringer, thank you. I kept thinking to myself, why am I saying it like that? 20. Rene Hutto puts up the first, 26-19. Fehringer. And just like these JUCO athletes, we're also getting our reps in. Back-to-back free throws are good for Rene Hutto. 27-19. Now make it an 8-point lead for Fehringer. Jordan takes it for Latham. Finding Cole off the double team. Shifts it back over to Bernard. Off balance three. Back over to Ned.
Strong rebound there by Ned.
Ned inside. As it go against the defense, Jordan grabs a hold of the loose ball.
Tried to make something happen there. Should have probably kicked it right back out and reset.
And kicked it out. There was Thomas. Here comes Fehringer once again. Give it, go! Slammed!
Oh, excellent. Beautiful alley-oop there by Ned off the backboard to Cunningham. Not bad for some guys who met each other yesterday, right?
No, absolutely. Cameron Cunningham just rattling the board. 29-19, and now Fehringer has opened up a 10-point lead. 6:27 left to go in the first half. It's getting exciting. Jacobs for the three, no. Bernard grabs a hold of the board. On the move is Cole. Past the defense, nice play by Cole.
Excellent take there, excellent.
Cut the lead to 8. Cunningham going for the three, got it,
Ooh.
Count it.
Cunningham feeling a lot of confidence in his jump shot right there. Pulled up with a man in his face and knocks it down.
Every time you feel like Team Latham gets back in it, something like that happens with Fehringer.
As it's an 11-point lead right now.
Jordan only with 2 points in this. Rosazet tries to put it up, no. And a good play by Ned. Continuing to have himself a game. Bernard tries to take it away, but a great play there by Cunningham, who has really been making the most of his minutes on the court today.
Cunningham and Ned looking really, really good for Team Fehringer today.
5:35 remaining in the first half. Jake Rongholt, Cole Johnson on the call. Cunningham hits the first free throw. And give a lot of credit to the likes of Cameron Cunningham, really taking advantage of his minutes, really showing off some good skills.
Exactly. This is a showcase for all of these athletes, so they definitely want to make sure that their individual talents are shown, but within the team play style.
Back-to-back free throws are good, and you look at his scouting report, he could defend multiple positions, but he's also a 3-level scorer. 34-21, Fehringer in command, up by 13.
Excellent defense there.
Comes Horton, looking off the backboard, and he gets it up.
Nice high off the backboard bucket there by Horton.
Jordan tries to put up the 2, count it. And they'll count that as a 3.
Nice little step back 3 there by James Jordan.
And you really got to admire just the speed of this game right now. On the move, Horton past the double team, out of bounds.
I also admire the confidence that a lot of these athletes have in their games, because not too many are just going to take a pull-up 3 from
and you could see it.
The wing.
And look at the unselfishness of Jamel Horton over to Rene Hutto, and a nice play, 38-24. 4:36 left to go and counting in the first half. Team Fehringer, 38-24 over Team Latham. Cole sets up on the 3, no. Back over to Horton. Cunningham with the little spin move and loses the ball. It's Kotop, but a nice play by Jalen Shaw. Back over to Horton for the 3. No. Shaw grabs a hold of the board. Back over inside and puts the foul up and count it.
That was a slick pass by Shaw and a great finish by Elton Walker.
Hey, sometimes it just happens.
Hey.
Simultaneous. 4:02 remain in the first half. Jordan will come out for Team Latham. And now is Latrell Jones. Shooting one is Walker. 40-24.
And you know, with the evolutions in the league so far, teams really love a big man that can distribute the ball.
And speaking about big man Kotov, the battle between him and Jalen Shaw continues. A foul is called against Shaw, and Kotov is going to the line.
For three.
Mm-hmm.
Not great. You never want to foul on a three-point shot and give these guys 3 free throws.
The frustration on Shaw's face alone set it up. First free throw, good. The thoughts right now so far on the likes of Cameron Cunningham and James Jordan?
Well, Cameron Cunningham has been playing incredibly well so far, and James Jordan also. Some concerns when it came to his shot selection or his just decision making, but no one can deny how talented he is.
Kotov hits 2 of 3 on that. 3:53 and counting left in the first half. 40-26, 14-point lead for Team Fahringer. Horton will take it, going against Jones. And just look at the footwork as well, Cole. Horton puts up the hook, no. And right there, Rene Hutto grabs a hold of it. 42-26.
Offensive boards.
Trago Million back in for Latham. 3:17 and counting in the first half. And Shaw gets a hold of the loose ball. Shaw dishes it out to Horton. Going for the 3. Got it.
Nice.
45-26.
I like Shaw making sure he gave it up to the outlet man. Saw Horton was pretty open out there on the wing. Decided to dish it out to him.
Go Million tries to put it up. Horton continuing to make time of his minutes. Sends it off, and just kind of an off-balance pass there by Cunningham.
Threw that one behind him.
Kotov slams it down, the two-hander. 45-28. I'll tell you this right now, Alex Kotov is really showing off tonight, this morning.
As right on cue, he grabs another board.
Making time of him, 6'9" out of Moscow, Russia. Back over to Vince Cole for the 3. Nothing but net.
And it seems as if Team Latham is determined to get back in this game, firing from the arc.
Like I said, all these guys met for the first time yesterday. You saw Fahringer come out firing, and they look like they got a good chemistry going, but you're seeing Latham starting to come to life as well. Ball goes out of bounds, back to Latham.
I saw what Shaw was trying to do, a quick no-look pass. I think he might have even faked out his own teammate on that one.
Devon Thomas comes in for Latham. So is Johnny Bernard. Coming out is Ian Zangu. Taking it is Latrell Jones. 45-31. Jake Rongholt, Cole Johnson here on the campus of Eastern Florida State College, JA45 Showcase. Jones going for the 3. No. Shaw grabs hold of the board. Jones gets a little aggressive against Horton. This time he'll shift off the outside right. Horton goes inside, puts it up.
Great body control on that lay-in right there.
Here's a nice little breakaway for Jones. Great play by Jamel Horton right there, but the foul is called and Jones goes to the line.
That's why you got to make sure you get back on defense. There was no one there, and Jones decided to push the pace, and now he's getting some free throws.
Jones to the line, down by 16. 0 for 2 today, and continues. got another timeout. 47-31, minute 17. Thoughts on the first half so far, Cole?
It's been incredibly fast-paced. These guys are running up and down the court, not really in too many offensive sets. For the most part, it seems like everything's pretty freewheeling as it goes, which is understandable. These guys met yesterday, so it's kind of hard to put some offensive sets together. But I've been really impressed with the way some of these guys are playing. Jonathan Ned, Cameron Cunningham, and Johnny Bernard have shown me a lot so far today.
You're watching 16 of the 45 JUCO players that are in front of these Division I coaches on this Friday morning, displaying their talents. And it's kind of interesting. We walked in at around 7:15 this morning, and I'm sitting there going, all right, is this thing gonna get? We got this thing rolling at 8 a.m.
Oh, they have been on top of starting these things on time. Definitely, Brandon Goebel deserves a lot of credit. The head of JUCOAdvocate, who has put this entire thing together to make sure that these athletes get the platform they need.
Sports Information Director Mike Parsons as well. I give a lot of credit also to our officials for the day, Tyrone Archie, Corey Freeman, and Christine Freeman.
They've been letting them play a decent amount, not letting anything get too out of hand, so it's been a pretty well officiated game so far.
And Jones woes at the free throw line continue. 47-31, Team Farringer on top. 1:05 and counting left in the first half. Horton sends it inside, and that's a great play by Elton Walker.
Excellent body control there.
You've said that a couple of times about Walker.
It's been outstanding to watch. He just seems to kind of hang in the air and then hit from pretty much any angle.
40 seconds and counting left in the first half. 49-31, Team Farringer. Bernard for the three, air ball, and out of bounds.
And speaking of body control, everyone knows the most famous example of body control, probably one Derrick Rose. Made his entire career on the whole thing. So,
go back to his days in Memphis.
His early years with the Chicago Bulls.
Yes, he was. I remember those years. He was dominant. Unselfish play over to Walker. Rebound. Horton with 8 seconds left to go and counting. What does Team Farringer have in store? And a foul is called. No basket will be called. And it's going to go against Shaw.
Illegal screen. Shaw got kind of put in a bit of an odd position. Tried to set a screen with his back set to the guy. They're going to call that every time.
Got to make sure you got to be in front when you set up a screen. 3.4 left to go in the first half. Latham can do. Jones over to Kotov for the three. Off balance three. No. And that is the end of the first half. Team Farringer started this thing off with a bang. They went on a 13-3 run, and they have a 49-31. We'll take time out here at halftime. For Cole Johnson, I'm Jake Rongholt. Second half coming at you next. 49-31, Team Farringer over Team Latham. This is the JUCOAdvocate Showcase from Melbourne, Florida. All right, welcome back to the JUCOAdvocate Showcase from Melbourne, Florida, coming to you from the campus of Eastern Florida State College. Jake Rongholt and Cole Johnson. Thoughts on the first half, Cole?
Fast. It was really fast. There was a lot going on, and there was a lot of up and down play. The clearly both of these teams want to push the ball. Not a lot of sets, a lot of freewheeling games, a lot of freewheeling game being played, which makes sense. These guys are trying to make sure that they're seen. But I'm really impressed with the play so far from these guys.
And Team Faringer went off on a 17-4 start for about 6.5 minutes, and then another one happened. They went on another one, a 12-2 run, and then midway, suddenly, Team Latham came to life, and then a 26-10 run. I mean, it's just been kind of that kind of story for Faringer. 12 points for Cameron Cunningham, but we talked about this before this. Johnny Bernard only 7 points, Alex Kotov 7 points, but you said Bernard's left a lot of points.
He left a lot of points at the line. He's a great shooter, which is odd because normally great outside shooters tend to shoot pretty well from the free throw line. And it's as I mentioned earlier, these coaches are looking for people who won't leave points at the line, especially late in games.
All right, James Jordan will get things rolling here. Second half, 49-31, Team Faringer. And we talked about this too yesterday. Trey Gomillion just went off in the second half. I mean, what do you expect from Team Latham in this half?
I think they came out, they got punched in the mouth in the first half, and now they've got to make up for just not necessarily sloppy play, but poor decision making in the first half.
Horton sets up, blocked by Kotov. Horton grabs a hold of it, gets it back. And you talk about Alex Kotov. I mean, only 7 points, but you can see that he definitely has that defensive specialist in his head.
Definitely, and a lot of European players especially do have a kind of a stigma that surrounds them, and I think Kotov is trying to make sure that isn't him, you know.
And you talk about body control once again. Elton Walker on that points. 51-31, 20-point lead for Faringer. Gomillion weaving through traffic. And finds Visengu out of the Congo. 51-33.
Excellent footwork on that lane. I like that post play.
Zangu is a ball hunter on the boards, according to his scouting report, and strong back to the basket.
And Malik Jacobs, excellent way of just bullying his way into the lane.
The thing about Malik Jacobs is that he's a spark plug, a tough and aggressive guy. Speaking about Kotov, he goes aggressive, and there's Cole to grab a hold of the board and put 2 in. 18-13 in the second half remaining.
I've been really impressed today with Jamel Horton's decision-making with the ball in his hands. He's been playing incredibly unselfishly today, but still making things happen.
Heck of a job by Cameron Cunningham on the layup.
Cameron Cunningham, the high scorer from the first half, adding to that 12 points with another 2 there.
14 for Cunningham. Now some ball handling, and that looked like something out of Hoosiers. Remember the hot potato?
Hot potato.
Hot potato.
But Malik Jacobs, way to just get his hand in the lane and poke that thing out of bounds.
Gomillion will send it off to Jordan. Jordan for the 3. No. Nice play by Walker. Jacobs on the move. Back foot, send it over to Cunningham for the 3. Off balance, Gomillion grabs the board. Cole for the 3. No. Zangu tries to put it up, and a foul is called. Down goes Walker, and they'll pick him up. Travis Henson was there to help out his teammate of 2 days.
That was an excellent board and strong take there by Bazangu to make sure that he at least got to the line.
Zangu for the first time coming up out of Miles Community College, averaging 14.5 points per game.
and 10 boards.
17:05 remaining. And they're just wiping off that a little bit. I like that. Walker was just like wiping off the side that where he fell. Zangu misses off the left. Good for his first, and he nails the second one. 1 for 2 for Zangu. 55-36. Team Latham down by 19 to Team Fahringer. Corey Fahringer, the head coach out of Western Nebraska, doing a great job with this team. Sends it over and count it.
Ooh.
Travis Henson.
Mentioned Horton's decision making, and that was a perfect example of it right there.
Now to Angelina, the product out of Potomac High School, showing off his three-point range. Gomillion, and puts in 2. Trey Gomillion is an unselfish leader, and the one thing that they talked about in his scouting report is the improvement on his 3.
Hasn't taken a ton of them today, but
Zangu with the board. Back over to Gomillion. This is the one you talked about, Cole. We'll talk about this for a moment with Elton Walker. I mean, he's been all over the court today.
He's been doing everything. He's been playing excellent defense. He's been getting to the rim, which is the most important thing. These scouts love to see anyone who can get to the rim and finish around the basket. He's definitely been doing a lot of that today.
Bernard and Jones come back in for Team Latham. And the one thing that really stood out to me when I was going through his scouting report is he's a workhorse. So not only is he versatile, but he's a workhorse. Counted for Jones on the 3. 58-41, they cut it to 17. Horton will take it for Fahringer. He's going to go for the 3. Why not? Jones grabs a hold of the board off that miss.
And look at how high he got just for that rebound.
On the move is Devon Thomas. Dished out to Bernard. He gets blocked and rejected by Cameron Cunningham. Back over to Cunningham. How did he do that? And puts up Malik Jacobs, but he is going to the line. And talk about here for the speed of Cameron Cunningham.
That's all I can say. He's fast.
Let me fan you here.
Yeah, thanks. There's a lot going on. It's taking all my energy to keep up. But Cameron Cunningham has made a lot of really good decisions with the ball as well. And his ability to get up and down the court just puts so much pressure on defenses to get back.
And when you look up at the coaches right now for Division I, every time you see Cameron Cunningham with the ball, they're like this. Or they start having conversations with each other.
Exactly.
15:23 left in the second half. 58-41. Jacobs looking to add more. Misses both free throws, but a nice play by Rene Hutto. Rene Hutto over to Shaw, inside, and goes out of bounds. But it will stay with Fahringer. And one thing you see is, look at the body language of Coach Corey Fahringer. I don't think he's set yet. I really don't think.
I think it's one of those, you've got different types of coaching. And I think Fahringer is one of those guys that wants his players to feed off of his energy. So he's gonna show them the energy necessary that he thinks they need to spark something.
Jones throws this over to half court. Jonathan Ned grabs a hold of it. I don't know how he did that, Cole.
It heads up. It's heads up awareness.
Ned going for the 3. No, Bernard grabs the board. Here comes Team Latham. Jonathan Ned out of Brentwood, California, 6'9" frame. Ball goes sailing as Gomillion goes down.
And keep an eye out for who these guys are making hustle plays, because that's always an important trait for a player.
As I said, every time I see Jonathan Ned or Jamel Horton or They're writing down notes. We have 16 of the 45 JUCO athletes out here displaying their talents.
Nice touch pass there by Horton. Didn't quite get the result that they wanted.
Latham with work to do. Jones.
That was a deep
Long
three.
three.
And a little early in the shot clock for that. Steph Curry is a menace.
Jacobs on the move. Backpedals. Gets inside the lane. Over to Shaw. Blocked by Gomillion, but a foul is called, and Shaw's going to the line.
Did you see the point guard of the other team just
I did.
came by to block the forward? I love that.
Gomillion.
Shades of Nate Robinson.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. You think of him, you think of Muggsy Bogues. I mean, those are guys who didn't let height.
Granted, Trey Gomillion is still listed at 6'4".
He's
so
6'4", right.
But
I don't know where you got Nate Robinson then.
it's just the whole point guard versus center mentality.
He was fun to watch. 59-41 continues. Under 14 left in the second half. Jake Rongholt, Cole Johnson, coming to you from the campus of Eastern Florida State College. Team Latham versus Team Faringer. Tries to get a pass, and Gomillion goes up. Not able to finish it, but he will head to the line.
Over the back foul by Jonathan Ned there. Great boxing out by Trey Gomillion.
Give a lot of credit to these referees today. Tyrone Archie, Corey Freeman, and Christine Freeman. Not afraid to call those fouls.
Not afraid to call them, but still letting them play.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too egregious at this moment in time.
13:45 left in the second half. Gomillion, that one falls in. Now cut the lead at 17.
A lot of missed free throws today. A lot of missed free throws. So
I would have to say the work inside the lane, the defense, and the three-point game has pretty much been the story of this game. Those are my three keys to the game.
I would agree. I would agree entirely. Not necessarily a lot of post play either. It's a lot of guard play, and the big men are mostly.
Bernard on the move. Oh, he loses it. Oh, got to play. Got to foul. Got to get it against Horton. Horton kind of befuddled on that. Oh, they called it on Shaw. So Shaw is called for that foul. Bernard will take it. Will pass it inbounds. Bazangu blocked by Shaw and grabbed a hold of it is Ned. Here comes Faringer once again. Loses it, Gomillion with a nice turnover and a fight for the ball.
Loose ball foul called on Jonathan Ned as Trey Gomillion just jumped the passing route for that little dump-off pass, that's impressive.
Trey Gomillion out of Augusta, Georgia. Going to Gordon State, averaging over 14 points per game. And Gomillion will take a much-needed rest. So Bernard will pass it inbounds. On the side over to Devon Thomas. Thomas, Cole, Jones, and James Jordan in for Team Latham. Faringer is Shaw, Horton, Renee Hutto, as they missed that one, and Shaw's on the move. And then, of course, Jonathan Ned and Malik Jacobs. Bernard going inside.
I think Shaw was trying to show off his handles. Didn't quite go the way he planned.
Jordan's going to go for the shot and instead hits the top of the top of the rim. You want to call it that? Let's just go top.
The backboard.
There we go. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Reps, reps, reps. Foul is called against Team Latham. Called against Cole. Horton's going to pass it inside. Over to Shaw. How did Shaw do that against the double team? Back over to Ned. No. Cole grabs all of it. Back over to Jacobs. Throws it from behind his back, and a foul is called.
You can see Shaw's getting frustrated. Thinks he should have knocked that down. A lot of shifty passing there over the last 5 seconds or so.
Let's call it what it is. Razzle dazzle on the JA45 showcase.
Hey.
I like it. 12-12 to go in the second half. Shaw's attempt at free throw line. First miss of the day.
Possibly.
You talk about this, I mean, 59-42, but it's just more of just the talent that we are witnessing right now.
Oh, definitely. As I mentioned, a lot of these guys are just...
Horton grabs a hold of it, and Shaw finds a loose ball, goes inside, and he's going to be called. They're going to call Bernard for the foul.
Right back to the line for Jalen Shaw. But it's been...
Wow.
Oh, no, excuse me, not the line.
No,
inbound pass.
You're right. Shaw back over to Horton. Tries to put it up. Got it.
And they mentioned in his scouting report that he has an excellent mid-range shot, but that he's been working to hit the three consistently. So that's a really good sign for these scouts out here.
Versatility of Horton just continues. He's a combo guard that can also defend multiple positions. Yeah, he's definitely showed that today. As Jordan puts up two, 62-44. 11:30 to go and counting in the second half. Ned on the move. Get on my way.
Oh,
Put it up.
That was gorgeous. I love the jab step. I don't think enough people use it enough.
They were posted up. They actually got caught watching him. 11:13 remaining in the second half.
Hey, Ned said you're going to give me the lane. I'll take it.
Thomas, back foot shot, good.
With a hand in his face. Devon Thomas. Haven't heard much from him today, but he said, I'm going to make sure they say my name today.
Goes to Lamar State, Port Arthur. Horton's misses that shot. Shaw, Atkins side. You wanted to see something out of that because Shaw did a nice pass over to Ned. Just a little more crisp.
Jalen Shaw, he's 6'10", and he is making some excellent passes today, I must say.
Jalen Shaw at a Triton. Nearly 2 blocks per game and a 60% shooting percentage. Ned misses the first free throw. We got some subs coming in. We got Henson, Walker, and Cunningham coming in for Shaw and Rene Hutto. 64-46, Jake Rongholt and Cole Johnson on the call in the JA45 showcase. Don't forget, we still got 2 more games to go today in day 2 of the JA45 showcase. Right here at the Titan Fieldhouse. That ball goes out of bounds, and we got a timeout called, and that'll be Team Latham.
Timeout, Team Latham.
Who have you seen in the second half that's really impressed you, Cole?
For me, I would have to say for Team Farringer, Jonathan Neds played really well the second half. For Team Latham, Trey Gomillion on just his activity throughout the whole game has been very impressive.
65-46. Oh, no, you're good. One of the referees just sitting here.
Giving us the mean mug.
Yep.
I see how it is.
Oh, absolutely not. But today's referees is Tyrone Archie, Corey Freeman, and Christine Freeman.
That's Mr. Freeman.
Corey Freeman being the one over here giving us a hard time on the call.
And there we go. We got Corey Freeman. Out there, he was just staring it down, Cole, and I'm looking over and I'm going, what do you got to do here? Keep in mind, each team has 2 timeouts per half. Thank you very much. Wish more referees were like that.
I know.
Didn't even get that at Rollins.
Get some dap over here. I appreciate it.
65-46. 10:30 left to go and counting in the second half. Lloyd Jacobs will take it for Team Faringer. Sends it off over to Henson. No.
Team Latham Team Faringer, excuse me, has been slinging some passes today. Not afraid to go across court.
You can also see the combination of unselfishness with the ball too. Bernard will take it for Team Latham. They're down 19. Bernard only with 7 points. He only has 2 in this half. And a great play by Cameron Cunningham off his back foot, kept it in bounds over to Jacobs.
And I know Johnny Bernard has got to be frustrated over at the other end. He had a wide open lay-in.
Speaking about that, nothing but net. Cameron Cunningham having himself a day. And now now Cole, I looked over, and every coach started having a conversation with each other.
I think Cameron Cunningham is definitely impressed just in this game so far today.
Jones blocked by Henson. Oh, and they overshot Cunningham on the breakaway. Man alive.
Elton Walker had the right idea, hit the man leaking out, but couldn't quite connect.
68-46, 9:20 remaining in the second half. Team Faringer in control. They started things off with a 17-4 start. Since then, have not looked back. Jordan with some work to do. Inside, weaves through traffic. Back foot, cutter, no. Back over to Jordan. Kotov puts it in. 68-48.
Kotov active on the offensive boards, and the rough day just continues for James Jordan.
8:40 remaining in the second half. 68-48, Faringer. Off the pick by Walker. Finds enough room for Ned, no on that, and Cole grabs a hold of it for Team Latham. Man-to-man against Elton Walker is Cole. Jordan, past Jacobs. Loses it in translation, back over to Gomillion, and count the 3 for Trey Gomillion.
Trey Gomillion.
Jacobs will pass it over to Ned. He's going to take it from half court. 17-point lead for Team Faringer. Ned gets past Gomillion. Walker loses it, and it's a turnover. Back over to Gomillion.
As I said, Gomillion's been working the passing lanes a lot today.
Cole tried to fake him out, but instead a foul was going to be called. It's against Cunningham. Inbounds pass, and it goes out of bounds. Goes back to Faringer. Mistakes continuing for Latham.
Team Latham's woes continue as they get the ball into their own basket just to give it right back up again.
Jacobs will take it for Faringer. 68-51, 7:30 left to go and counting in the second half. Jacobs inside, put it up.
How did he make that?
Put it up, one-handed layup, got it.
Looking like a prayer, but it went in.
Living on a prayer, what are you, Bon Jovi?
But you know, that just goes to show some of these guys just have a knack for putting the ball in the hoop. Doesn't matter where they are on the court.
Zangu blocked, and a foul is called against Jacobs. Oh, they'll get it against, they'll count against Ned for the push. Shooting 2 is Bizangu.
Gideon Buzango to the line.
49% shooting for Bizangu out of Miles Community College. He was Country Day Went to Country Day High School, first team All-Region 13. Zangu misses another free throw, but Gomillion grabs a hold of it.
Trey Gomillion being active on defense yet again, and that has got to be a great sign. I think he's got about 3 steals already in this game.
Swiped it right out of the hands of Walker. Kotoff going against Henson. In trouble. Great play by Ned, and over to Walker. Walker over to Cunningham, loses it in translation. Kotoff grabs a hold of it. Good job by Alex Kotoff. Kotoff on the spin move. Down goes Walker. Foul is called.
Ooh, I think Kotoff got away with a little push off there. If you watch, that left hand kind of got away from him a little bit.
6:30 remain in the second half. Kotoff will pass and inbounds.
Gonna do a quick wipe of the floor, make sure none of these guys slip.
That's the second time I've seen Walker do that.
Hey, they're here to...
And look at it, he's cleaning up his own mess.
Hey. They're here to take the next step in their careers, not put it on hold by getting injured.
That's why you got these Division I coaches out here watching, taking notes, talking to each other. We got 45 JUCO players out here today, and we're watching already 16, and it's not even 9:15 yet.
They're standout athletes.
70-52. Cole tries to put up a dunk. Instead, he hits the 2 to count, and he will go to the line to shoot one more.
He gets it to roll in, not quite the exclamation mark I think he wanted, but hey, 2 points is 2 points.
Remember that movie, The Sixth Man, with, what was it, Marlon Wayans and
Kadeem Hardison?
Yeah. It looked like that. It was like a ghost. I don't know how it went in. Like, he was trying to go for the dunk, and then it just fell in. I'm like,
hey,
all right.
That's how it goes sometimes.
6:07 and counting left in the second half. Ball goes out of bounds on Henson.
So a lot of these players are showing some pretty active hands on defense, trying to make things as hard as possible for these guys trying to get in the lane.
Who has stood out in that range?
Oh, Trey Gomillion easily. He's all over the passing lanes.
Nice pass over to Jacobs from Henson. Off the pick by Walker. 70-55. Good play by Vince Cole. He's going to take it himself. One-hander on the slam. Get that out of here. 70-57. They cut it to 13. Emily Jacobs knows that he just made a mistake trying to get that pass over to Walker. I like that. 5:38 and counting left in the second half. Jake Rongholt and Cole Johnson on the call. Vince Cole already showed off some dunking ability. Going for back-to-back.
Wow.
Watch out for that one-handed slam. Long athletic, it said in his scouting report. Shot maker off the bounce, so he's shown that a couple of times.
Some
Pena again.
Instead of shot maker off the bounce, just shot maker with a lot of bounce. That's what they should have wrote.
70-59.
Good grief.
Seeing some great dunks today. It's back-to-back by Vince Cole.
Absolute hammers.
Henson gets it out, and how did Ned get that over to Cunningham? Over to Henson!
Oh.
Get that nonsense out of here!
Travis Henson.
Just outdid
Don't hurt
Cole's
him, young
dunk.
fella.
Just outdid Cole's dunk on that one.
Good grief. Put the man on a poster.
I think it just woke up the city.
Oh, my goodness.
I think it just woke up the Harbor City. I swear to you.
Woo. Yeah. Well, I need some water after that one.
72-59. We saw a photographer walking around here. Hopefully he got that shot.
Most
Travis
definitely.
Henson out of Washington, D.C. And I think he just made his head coach, Nick Wade, very happy. 4:49 remaining in the second half.
He's an all-state player and a 2-time All-County and 2-time DMV Top 100.
And lost in that, though, was good free throw shooting by Devon Thomas. Timeout is called. Keep in mind these timeouts, 30 seconds. Our halftime was only 5 minutes.
Hey, they're keeping it
I
going.
like it.
They've got 3 games to do. They've got another, 3 games to do today?
Mm-hmm. 2 more. 72 to 61, 449. Who was impressed you in the second half?
Spectacular dunk by Travis Henson aside. For Team Farringer, Jamel Horton has really made some excellent decisions with the ball in his hands, which is and of course, Cameron Cunningham is just adding to his wonderful first half. For Team Latham, watching Trey Gomillion on defense has been an absolute pleasure, and Team Latham's ability to lock down on defense and can clog the passing lanes has brought them to within 11 points after being down almost 20.
Yeah, it has never felt like Team Latham has been out of this game. Because every time it feels like, okay, Team Farringer had a 20-point lead at most, but they've been able to cut it down to 11 points. Nehuta will pass it in over to Horton. 4:40 left to go here. Plenty of basketball left to go. And a foul is called against Team Latham.
Team Latham employing the full court press over there, trying to get some turnovers and trying to put as much pressure on Team Farringer as they can.
Nehuta will pass it in over to Horton. A little off bounce, but got it back. Horton takes it from half court. 72-61. Team Farringer looking to add. Man-to-man against Bernard, and a big pick by Shaw. Shaw gets a hold of the loose ball. 4:20 remaining. Back foot shot. Good. If
No
they count
good.
it? No.
Oh.
They will not count it.
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Tyron Archie across the court said no shot, no basket.
A back foot prayer, but
4:09 remaining. 3, good. Devon Thomas has come to life in the last 5 minutes. 4 minutes remaining. It's becoming a game, 72-64.
Johnny Bernard he's getting hit with a lot of reaches, especially in this press, this full court press defense. I think he's going to need to tighten up and make sure that he's not reaching.
Under 4 minutes left to go here in game 1 of the JA45 showcase on this Friday morning. 72-64. Rene Hutto, no. Cole grabs a hold of the board. Here comes Team Latham on the move. Trying to find their shot is Latham. Latrell Jones going to take the 3. Got it. Best look of the day for Latrell Jones, and it's a 5-point game.
You saw Travis Henson just back off just a little bit, gave him the breathing room that he needed, and bang, knocks it right down.
Farringer trying to keep the lead. They're up by only 5. 3:10 remaining in the second half. Jake Ronghole, Cole Johnson on the call. Shaw off the double team. Bernard steals it right out of his hands. Here comes Latham against it and is posterized by Henson, but is able to keep the ball.
Great defense by Team Farringer to get back and stop that push.
And Farringer's gonna get the timeout. That's what he wants. The head coach out of Western Nebraska. 2:50 remaining in the second half, 72-67. Didn't expect this one, did you, Cole?
Team Latham has come storming back in this second half. Just to get within 5 is already pretty impressive, and we still have about 3 minutes left to go, so these last 3 minutes should be real interesting.
2:50 remaining in the second half. What a way to start off Friday, day 2 of the JA45 showcase here on the campus of Eastern Florida State College. Titan Fieldhouse.
This has been a great morning.
Oh, absolutely.
Anytime I get to wake up and watch basketball is a great day.
Better than a cup of coffee, I'd
Oh,
say.
I would say.
That's a lot of thanks to the Sports Information Director, Mike Parsons, and for JUCOAdvocate, Brandon Goebel.
And of course, we have to say a quick thank you to the coaches of Eastern Florida State Titans. Lynn Cutcliffe, the assistant coach, and the head coach, Jeremy Schulman, who you'll see coach later on tonight.
Looking forward to that. 2:50 remaining in the second half. It's become a game. James Jordan checks in and makes his presence known. It's a three-point game. 2:40 remaining and counting. And there's the James Jordan we've been looking for.
Yep, nice little teardrop shot. He averaged 20 points per game at his college, so we've been looking for that scorers. He has that scorer's mentality, but looking for that scorer's ability.
That was at his time at Roan State. Horton going against Jordan. It's a battle for the ball, and it is
A timeout.
It's going to be a timeout. How about that?
Hey, make sure you always maintain possession, right?
And maintaining composure here at the booth. 2:17 remaining in the second half. 72-69. Team Farringer has watched their 20-point lead vanish.
And it's been staunch defense by Team Latham, being able to create turnovers, then get out in transition, and pretty much let Vince Cole do his thing in transition for the most part.
And it all started with Vince Cole's back-to-back dunks and then Devon Thomas's three that really set this up. And now a great opportunity for Team Latham. Arthur Latham out of Mount Low Junior College coaching up this team.
And that's all it takes, right? It's just you need a couple of plays to go your way to just start a run. Basketball is a game of runs. And Team Latham has gone on a huge one here in this second half.
And if you even look at the basketball and you look at the Division I coaches who are here this morning, they've been on their feet a couple of times as well. Back over to Cunningham, distant and good.
Cameron Cunningham having himself a game.
75-69, and that's exactly what Farringer needed on that.
And
Cole loses the ball, and now it's Horton.
Ill-timed turnover.
Jones tried to take it out of him from behind, but heads-up play by Travis Henson.
Couldn't quite hold on, though, so that's going to count as a turnover.
And Mazingu and Kotov now coming in. So now you got that press of big men now for Team Latham. Minute 56 left in the second half. 75-69. Team Latham has clawed their way back into this one.
And on top of that, I think they also want Kotov shooting in the game as well. His ability to stretch the floor is really important.
He had 7 points in the first half. Zengu on that, count it, and use the backboard.
Nice little dream shake there. You see that?
75-71, a minute 35 remaining and counting. Link Jacobs back in for Farringer. Sends it over to Cunningham. Inside, weaves through traffic. Foul is called. He's going to the line.
There's just some big free throws here for Cameron Cunningham. Stretch this lead to 6, potentially.
And Jones and Thomas ready to come in for Team Latham. Meanwhile, Elton Walker for Farringer. Here's Cunningham. Nails it. 76-71, 5-point lead. In come the subs. Kotov and Zingu coming out. Minute 23 left in the second half. 76-71. Cunningham misses. And there is a speedy Horton, but it goes out of bounds and back to Team Latham. Good effort there by Horton. And we got another timeout. And it's getting dicey here in game.
It's only a 5-point game, minute 20 left. Who knows what could happen?
Exactly, and technically it's game 4 of the JA45 showcase.
Yes.
Game 1 of this morning, and what a way to start it off.
Exactly.
Minute 20 left to go.
And Cameron Cunningham has been playing out of his mind today. And over at Daytona State, he's averaging only about 4 points and a board per game. And he has been lighting.
Making the most of his minutes. Go, and a foul is called against Gomillion.
And as I mentioned earlier, a lot of these coaches in Cunningham proved to be the knockout blow for Team Farringer.
He was the best player on the court in the first half. He was the best player in the second half. Cameron Cunningham, what a job by him. Team Farringer, a lot of credit to them, and also Team Latham. But right now, if you're a Division I coach, you're writing down notes, you're talking, you're figuring things out here. But man, what a way to start off day two.
Yep.
Well, we'll take time out here. The final score here in game one between Team Farringer and Team Latham, it was 85-75, and victory to Corey Farringer, the head coach out of Western Nebraska. We got game two coming up here in just a little bit. This is the JA45 Showcase from Melbourne, Florida. For Cole Johnson, I'm Jake Rongel. We'll be back in a little while.